EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Meanwhile, Prescott's throw taken in there by Cooks.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Third and short yardage, Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought that they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks.
He rifles one, and it's going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
Well, they certainly weren't afraid to let it fly early, and they hope that'll keep the defense honest and keep the offensive guys excited about getting back out there. They are in attack mode in this game. It did backfire a little bit. Now you're just hoping your defense can keep them off the scoreboard so you're not facing a deficit the next time you run out there.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10
at their own 42.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Once again, it's Mostert.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
He'll buy some time right. Oh, what was he thinking there? It's easily intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
On play action, here's Tua on the move to his left. Short throw hauled in by Croft. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 8. From midfield, here's Tua. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. No score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On play action, Prescott rolling to his right. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
45, Mike, 45. Here we go.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great play there. 28 yards. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit?
And Prescott, his 3rd interception.
And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Setting to throw on first down is Tua.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. This is caught at the 20.
He's got a first and maybe more.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle,
56 yards.
And the Dolphins are an extra point away from evening this one up. Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2. Tua going to try and throw for it.
This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Escaping the pressure right.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
Jalen Waddle.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think...
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Damone Clark.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Going to run again here with Pollard. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. They'll roll him out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
He finds his man complete. That's Ferguson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks from 17 yards out.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Tua now on first down.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 45 to 9.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First down, Prescott. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Oh, that's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
And going deep for Hill. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jordan Lewis.
Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins will take over possession here up at the 44.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Tua going to throw. And going deep for Hill.
That is incomplete.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Play action. Now it's Tua.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Boy, they get him yet again, Charles. 5 interceptions in this game. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Here's Pollard again. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Hey, check Mike 39. Check Mike 39.
On third down, it's Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Deontay Hardy back deep. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 25. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 7. They'll try the middle with Cook. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On
play action. Allen going deep for Diggs. It's caught at the 10. A big play here for Buffalo, and even 50 yards.
Well, Josh Allen just might have the strongest arm in the NFL, and at 6'5", he can put his whole body into it too. And this, an absolutely gorgeous throw. Perfect arc, and it results in a big, big pickup.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, really a fantastic play, not only to pick that off, but he had to run a long way, Charles, in the direction to hit pay dirt. He did it, and they've got the first lead.
And that certainly changes the early tone of this game, doesn't it, partner? One moment, they were going to be in early control. Now they just have a few moments to clear their heads and get back out there against an electrified defense.
And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it
launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Allen off the play fake.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets the 1st down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Allen going to change this at the line.
On 2nd down, here's Allen.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Cowboys are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
So the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. 6-0 our score after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. Here's Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play here for Dallas. 56 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Prescott yet again. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And a great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Prescott. That's dumped off to Pollard.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 2nd down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Prescott off play action. Rolling to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Prescott to throw it. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Lamb. So 8 yards on the completion there, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
Pollard, he'll take it up the gut.
And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Pollard will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. That is caught. He's got it. And the lead will move to 14-0. So their second touchdown of this first half, they went for 2 after score number 1. Didn't get it. Now they get the equalizer, so to speak.
So to speak, and you can understand the thinking. Because they didn't get it after the first score, they wanted to get back to a normal points pattern, get up to 14. But just think, if they missed it here, only up 12-0, 1 extra point on the other side could ultimately beat you if they score twice.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Right back to Cook for another completion.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Allen now looks to throw. It's complete to Cook. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And obviously not fooling anybody here as they stop him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
43's the mic. Watch the run. Watch the run. Mike's 43. Mike's 43.
The Cowboys will go. Prescott. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's their second. They'll be down to 1 remaining here in this first half.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over. 43.
Prescott on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Going right back to Ferguson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that'll boost their lead to 9. It's 17-8. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
And that's caught inside the 35. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Now a give running right, it's Cook. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense. Here's Allen to throw it.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Allen going to change the look here.
Cook will take this over the line. Touchdown, Buffalo.
So, partner, was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
Sliding out of the pocket. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this is fielded just short of the goal line, but the fair catch means this drive will begin at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up second down. Prescott now. He finds his man, Pollard. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up second down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
43's the mic. 43's the mic. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. Mike's 43. Mike's 43. Then we're going to 53. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Check the backer, check the backer. Slam, slam, slam. We're going to 54, right here. Gun. Let's go, man. Turn up. Get that ball. Get that ball. 43's the mic. 43's the mic. Hey, let's get that kill.
Now Prescott. It got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Play fake. Here's Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Now Prescott.
That one down the field for Ferguson.
And this is caught inside the 5. A big play here for Dallas. 41 yards.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play down.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tony Pollard
with his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
They'll try and throw for it. He'll buy some time right. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Steps away to his left.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Option play. Here's Cook.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
2nd down and 8.
Now Allen.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Stephon Diggs with an amazing diving catch.
And the Bills are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. Allen will try to throw for. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. Here's a 2nd and 7.
To throw is Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be brought down right on the 50, a gain of 3.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's second down.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Kill, kill, kill. Here we go, 46. Here we go, kill, kill.
Now Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 32-yard line.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 32 yards. And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and 0 relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part 1 is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see him scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get...
And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it, so a sack on the 2-point try. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Allen. And that's complete to Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now Allen. Open man downfield is Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. 2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Allen. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is, oh no, he lost the football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Tonight, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. That's caught out wide by Cooks.
And now off to the races down the right side.
Brandon Cooks, and he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds.
A huge play there right off the bat. 72 yards.
No wasting any time here before hitting on a big play. And that was something this defense talked about having to guard against. Not giving up big plays in the passing game. But here's one on the opening drive of the contest.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. They'll run with Pollard.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10
at their own 27.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And they work this well upfield and cross the 45.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. Dallas Goedert, of course, he'll do well in this stadium. He's got a 1st down.
Throwing is Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. This one out quickly to Watkins. Touchdown!
Quez Watkins.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. On second down, it's Pollard. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Throwing, Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Prescott.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. And out of bounds right around the 20. 8 yards that time. Able to take off, and the result is a first down.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Prescott to throw it. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. 31's the mic. Watch the screen.
Here's Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
We see this route all the time, but when it's well executed, it's a beauty.
And it feels like the fade takes forever to develop, like that ball is just hanging in the air.
And the reason why is that the receiver is trying his best to work the defender inside and give himself space to fade away from him and catch the football. And that's exactly what happened there.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Elliott good with a PAT, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 4.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. First target, first catch, and a first down. A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
First down, Prescott.
That's dumped off to Pollard.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 2nd and 10.
Check, 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 check. 31. Here we go, 47. Here we go, kill.
Out of the gun, a give to Pollard.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
65, kill, kill.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, if they continue to run the football this strong, right up the middle, I don't know if they can wait till halftime to make adjustments. They better find a way to get it done series to series. I don't know if they need to sub some guys out, bring in extra people, maybe change what they're doing on the defensive side of the ball. But right now, they're running the ball very well right at them and right up the middle.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They run here with Rico Dowdle.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. A first down throw for Prescott.
He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. A A second down throw for Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, Prescott stripped. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation, they keep the football.
Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Check. 3 down. 31's the mic. Here we go. All right, kill. I'm trying to collect. 31's the mic.
Final play of the half. Prescott. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Darius Slay with a pick.
And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Hurts. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Quez Watkins.
41 yards.
And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
That to the sideline, and it's intercepted.
Darius Slay with a pick. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Quez Watkins.
35 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
They'll run left with Pollard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, and it's Pollard again.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 7.
Here's Pollard again. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked by Kevin Byard. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback.
There he goes left side.
And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards. Prescott on first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Check 43. Get wide. Here we go, 46.
Looking to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Kevontae Turpin.
41 yards.
And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the two-point attempt is turned aside.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs.
Now a diving effort right sideline. He's got it. The end result, 21 yards.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the fourth quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Swift going to try up the middle. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they've got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. This is really impressive because when the offenses are running RPOs, things move very quickly. Fake, ball's out of his hands, and they're trying to hit him in the gaps downfield. And instead, the defender reacts so well that he makes a play on it, and the ball falls incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal.
This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. Prescott looks to throw on first. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
Prescott from the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Stopped.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Oh, the motion comes too late, and this is going to be a delay.
Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. That one looks like he'll throw here. The ball popped in the air and intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next.
And my goodness, another interception. Darius Slay with a pick, and he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys and themselves. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys and themselves. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started.
And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard. Nifty move. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game. And I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
Now Prescott.
That one down the field for Ferguson. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right.
That is caught. Rashad Bateman.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You've got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Now it's Jackson. Being chased out left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, one of the things we talked about coming into this was that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Justice Hill. 31 yards.
And the Ravens take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is, and his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
Prescott now on second down. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. Prescott now. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. And between the last two plays, they moved it over half the length of the football field.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
This guy's proven himself to be one of the best in the NFL. He brings an added dimension to their offense with his ability to read defenses and know when he's able to pull it down and take off and go.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing is Jackson.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. Jackson now. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get him the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in there by Cooks.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. To throw is Prescott.
Open man, right side, it's Lamb.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Looking to throw, Prescott. And that is incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Prescott yet again.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Forced out to his left.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They'll throw again. Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
fires one out wide, complete. Touchdown! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes the score 14-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A good pickup there, a 22.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
To throw is Jackson. They set up the screen to Hill. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do... Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled him with the inside run.
He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that'll bring up second down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, You really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he? I
think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
And there's a completion to the tight end, and look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Aubrey now for the point after.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster. I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shred.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Up the middle, here's Edwards.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Jackson.
To the right side, into the hands of Flowers.
And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 13-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Edwards. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
9-yard line, 2nd and 6.
Again, it's Edwards. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try and run for the 1st with Edwards. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown.
Gus Edwards.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack? Or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Prescott to throw it. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. And again, it's Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance. At this point in the second half, one mistake on a forced throw could doom your chances of a comeback. So that's the right call there to just throw that one away.
On second down, it's Edwards. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On third down, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Jackson on first down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right.
That's complete to his receiver, Bateman.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Buying time to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Jackson leaves it with Edwards on the draw. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
A big play here as the crowd noise rises. 3rd and 1. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he will have a Ravens first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
There you go, partner. That's some old-school football right there. You need 1 yard? Give it to your bruiser fullback and let him get the job done.
Here's first down. Jackson. That's complete to the fullback, Ricard. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And the crowd a major factor now. Here's 3rd down. On the draw is Edwards. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Gus Edwards with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. This is 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeout.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Now Dak. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
Now Prescott. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they will get the conversion on 3rd down, but the clock a more pressing factor. But this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10. To throw, Prescott. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Here's Dak. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Here's Prescott.
There again is Cooks, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
That's right. They gonna need some therapy. Hey, kill. 27. We're going to 54 right here.
Prescott.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
27.
Prescott to throw. Here we go. This to avoid overtime. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked up by Brandon Stevens. And he will be taken down, and that means we are headed to overtime.
Four quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
So it's the Ravens who won the toss. They'll get the football first here in overtime as the kick is away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
From the gun, they go to Edwards. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now Jackson. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
You see that?
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down. But if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground. And that they did that time for a loss.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now it's Jackson. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker.
Still going inside the 20.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
A couple more minutes, and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different, but ultimately time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short, and they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.